Guys, welcome back to Dry Age TV with me, Tom Perel. Today we're going to explain a little bit about how and why we age the produce we do. On the block, I've got this beautiful, beautiful Côte de Bœuf. On that side, you can see completely fresh internally. On this side, now you can see wonderful dry aged dark face. Why do we dry age? We dry age for two reasons. One, to improve the texture, and two, to improve the flavor. Now, why it's going to improve the texture is because we're reducing the moisture down. So we're actually reducing the toughness of those fibers of protein within the muscle. And that's going to allow you to have a more tender texture on your plate. Why do we do it for the flavor? Well, when we reduce the moisture down, you think of it as 100% when it first starts, and think of it as maybe 70 or 80% when it finishes. And actually that's allowing us to have less blood plasma within the meat and a much more intense, rich flavor. Think of it as the beef becoming more like a really intense stock cube compared to it having, you know, a big vat full of stock that hasn't been reduced down. If you compare it to, you know, your regular beef, fresh beef, the differences will be, as I've already said, improved texture, so it'll be more tender, and a somewhat different flavor. A flavor you can't really get from vat packed meats. For us, it's really important that we have this beautiful, you know, dark, dry aged edge with no mold. You know, the mold for me personally is an ulterior characteristic that you get from much more prolonged aging. Personally, I don't really like the flavor of it. I know some people do, but it's more like a Stilton cheese or, you know, a really kind of somewhat acidic and very different flavor to your regular beef. For me, the sweet spot is somewhere between 40 and 50 days. That's what our customers like too. But if you're ever wanting something a little bit more aged, we do offer lots of things in our bespoke edition, and we do lots of 60 and 100-day ribeyes and other bits throughout our shop, so you can try those. But as I said, personally for me, it's somewhere between 40 and 50 days. Hopefully that gives you a bit of information on how and why we age, and if you're ever wanting to try anything even further aged, do just drop us an email at thomasjosephbutchery.co.uk. Cheers.